Oh, the numbers don't lie, but the game ain't fair. The man in the shadows, he waiting out there. He whispers sweet odds, but don't trust the eyes, 'cause the sports book a devil in disguise.
Welcome, everyone, to AI Sports Predictor. March, the month of broken dreams, shattered brackets, and sportsbooks feasting like wolves on the weak. And today, two teams step into the fire, Wisconsin and Michigan State, a Big Ten semifinal with everything on the line. The Badgers, oh, they didn't just beat UCLA, they mugged them in broad daylight, 86 points, 19 three-pointers, and a defensive chokehold that had the Bruins gasping for air. John Tonje, certified killer, 18.9 points a night. Blackwell, Winter, Crowell, all stepping up, all locked in. And when they're shooting like that, no one's safe. But then you got Michigan State. The Spartans, 1 seed, top 5 defense. They don't just win games, they grind teams into dust. Ask Oregon. The Ducks tried to push, and the Spartans sent them back with a 16-point deficit and a lesson in pain. The market's got Michigan State minus 1.5, like they don't trust what we already know. They've beaten Wisconsin before, March 2nd, 71-62. And that was without going full throttle. One more win, and they're playing for the Big Ten crown. Now here's where it gets dicey. Wisconsin's a live dog. If they start hitting threes at that insane 59.4% clip again, this game turns into a shootout, and suddenly Michigan State's defense isn't a fortress. It's a lit match in a gasoline fight. The Badgers don't have to be better, just hotter. So the question is, do they have another flamethrower night in them? And today's AI pick is Michigan State moneyline. Forget the spread. This is about survival, not style points. The Spartans have the depth, the defense, and the muscle to clamp down, break Wisconsin's rhythm, and gut out the win. Cinderella stories sound great, until they run into a team that doesn't believe in fairy tales. See you at the window.
AI Sports Predictor welcomes you to the battlefield. The SEC tournament semifinals aren't just about the trophy. No. This is a war before the war, a sneak preview of a team that just might be cutting down nets in April. And today's combatants? Auburn and Tennessee. Auburn, the Tigers. 28-4, a wrecking ball all season. But what did they do yesterday? Barely scraped by Ole Miss, 62-57. A game that should have been a statement turned into a struggle session. Offense looked sluggish. Defense looked like it needed a caffeine IV. Tennessee, the Volunteers, 26-6, and fresh off rolling through Texas like a tornado, 83-72. The shots fell. The pace was up. But Texas was gassed, running on fumes before tip-off. That wasn't Tennessee's best. That was Tennessee catching a tired team at the right time. So let's talk history. January 25th. Auburn 53, Tennessee 51. A slugfest, a rock fight, a game where defense put offense in a straitjacket and threw away the key. Johnny Broome came off the bench, dropped a casual 16 and 14, made sure Tennessee left empty-handed. And what's the market saying? Auburn 3.5. They're the better team, the fresher team. Or so they say. But here's where the real sweat kicks in. Auburn's failed to cover 3 straight spreads. They've been running a little too hot for too long, and that gas tank? It's flashing empty at the worst possible time. Meanwhile, Tennessee just snapped a 4-game ATS losing streak. Maybe they're waking up. And if you're looking for tempo, look at the total. 138.5. Auburn just went under for the first time in 6 games. Tennessee just hit 3 straight overs. Opposing trends, one team slowing down, one heating up. So we've got a market-leaning Auburn. A Tennessee team with momentum, and a history that says, this is a dogfight. And today's AI pick is Tennessee plus 3.5, that's right. Take the points. Auburn's fading, Tennessee's finding their rhythm, and when this game turns ugly late, those points will be gold. Will they win outright? Maybe. But this is a battle that goes down to the wire. The sportsbook wants you to trust Auburn. Don't. See you at the window.
AI Sports Predictor doesn't do mercy. We do money. And tonight, it's Loyola Chicago vs. VCU in the Atlantic 10 semifinals. One team's walking out one step from glory. The other, going home wondering what the hell just happened. Let's talk facts. Loyola Chicago. The Ramblers. 8 covers in their last 9. They just outworked St. Louis, held them to 43% shooting, locked down the perimeter at 30%, and out-rebounded them by 7. Des Watson. 25 points. A walking bucket. And this team. They live off their defense's 6 to 9 points per game allowed. They grind. They slow it down. They keep games close. Now enter VCU. The Rams. And let's be real, their defense is a problem. Held St. Bonaventure to 36% shooting and 21% from deep. Forced 13 turnovers. Made him look lost. The Rams don't mess around, they put teams in the mud and suffocate them. The spread? VCU 10.5. Oddsmakers say this is a blowout. But let me tell you something about Loyola Chicago. They don't get blown out. Not by a VCU team that just shot 42% and 28% from 3. Not by a team that doesn't have a go-to scorer, but relies on balance. And definitely not in a conference semifinal where underdogs come to eat. This game is not a cakewalk. VCU might win, but not like that. And today's AI pick is Loyola Chicago 10.5. Too many points. Too much fight in the Ramblers. This is a team that hangs, scraps, and covers. Final score. VCU wins, but not by enough. Ride with Loyola. See you at the window.
AI Sports Predictor isn't here to hold hands. We're here to win. And today we've got Tulane vs. Memphis. 2 teams, 1 shot at moving forward, and 1 spread that's about to get destroyed. Tulane. Green wave. 7-3 straight up in their last 10. That sounds good until you check 4-6 against the spread. They win, but they don't cover. Their defense? Questionable. Their pace? Blazing. And the books keep hanging inflated totals because of it. Memphis. The Tigers. 2 straight up. 6 straight wins. A team that's on fire but failing to cover. 4-6 ATS, coming off a loss to the number. They're winning, sure, but are they winning big enough? Here's the real story. The spread is Memphis 9. The total is 149.5. The books expect points, tempo, chaos. But here's the problem. Tulane's defense gives up buckets. Memphis plays fast, attacks hard, and gets their points. 7 of Tulane's last 10. Over. 6 of Memphis' last 10. Over. And when these two hit the court today, defense is showing up late, tired, and uninterested. And today's A pick is over 149.5. Too much pace. Too many breakdowns. This game isn't about who wins, it's about points raining like a summer storm. Forget the spread. Forget the side. The scoreboard is the only thing that matters. And it's gonna light up. See you at the window.
Welcome back to AI Sports Predictor, where the books sweat and the sharp minds collect. If you've been paying attention, you already know we've been slicing through these lines like a hot knife through butter. But for those who need a refresher, let's run it back. 4 games. 4 ruthless reads. And not a single wasted word. Game 1, Wisconsin vs. Michigan State. March 2nd. Michigan State already handled Wisconsin. The books hang 1.5 like they forgot. Defense wins in March. Depth smothers tired legs. And history? It's got a habit of repeating itself. The pick was simple, Michigan State moneyline. Straight up. No nonsense. Game 2, Tennessee vs. Auburn. They wanted you to trust Auburn. We told you not to. The Tigers? 3 straight failures against the number. Tennessee? Finally clicking at the right time. They weren't just live, they were inevitable. And the pick? Tennessee plus 3.5, take the points, watch them hang, collect the check. Game 3, Loyola Chicago vs. VCU. Defense? That's VCU's bread and butter. Covering numbers? That's Loyola Chicago's religion. 8 of their last 9,
against the spread. Plus 10.5 was a gift, and we don't leave gifts unopened. Loyola Chicago plus 10.5. They fight. They grind. And they cover. Game 4, Tulane versus Memphis. This one wasn't about teams. It was about buckets. Tulane plays fast. Defends like they're allergic to it. Memphis pushes tempo, attacks relentlessly. The books hung 149.5 and dared you to blink. We didn't. The pick? Over 149.5. The scoreboard was always the story. 4 picks. 4 hammers. And now? Now you do your part. Like, subscribe, and stay sharp. We just gave you the cheat code. The books ain't happy. But that's not your problem. Now do the right thing, hit that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe like your bankroll depends on it, because it does. And turn on those notifications. Next time we drop a pick, you'll want to be the first to know. AI Sports Predictor doesn't just make calls. We make statements. And the next one? You won't want to miss it. See you at the window.